guys. Happy New Year. It's finally 2024. So, today I wanted to talk about, I would say, some of the things from 2023 that personally that I would say I'm very thankful for, or that I'm hoping, to kind of even carry forward into 2024. Some things that I'm hoping to continue to improve on even within this year. And then even when it comes to goal setting, there is always the phrase new year, new me. I think it's perfectly okay if you decide, like, I know for some, if you immediately on the first, you had your goal, you knew what you were doing, I think that's fine. Like, there's no qualms against that. But if you're somebody where you feel like you need a little bit more time, or your goal changes, or I don't know, maybe there's something you're just a little bit more passionate about and you'd rather do that instead. I think it's perfectly okay if you decide months down or within the year you want to achieve that goal or start that goal to do that. I feel like you don't have to do it right on the first if you don't want to, because I personally would say, some of the things that I've worked on and that I've carried over, you know, especially from last year, they were things I would say from the end of 2022. I was kind of, hey, how do I want to go about this? And like really thinking critically about. And then I'd say months into 2023, I was like, okay, now it's time to execute. Like, I've thought critically about this. It's time to really like do it now, you know, um, because in regards to my goal and what I wanted to do, and to kind of help myself grow, that's that's how I wanted to go about that goal. And I think for some people, maybe that you have the same tactic, maybe you don't. I don't know. Everyone goes about goals very differently, but if that is kind of the mindset that you have, or if you need more time, I think it's perfectly okay if you want to take that approach. And that's one of the things I would say in regards to 2023 personally that I'm very proud of, is I've been able to kind of grow for myself and feel like I'm being more myself. And when I say that, what I mean is, I feel like over time, and this is where personally, like, my thoughts with Queen T, especially, I think has helped me. And to anyone who watches that in particular, I want to say thank you. And hopefully it helps you too, depending on what the topic is and everything. But with some of those topics, a lot of those really hit home for me. And so they have helped me kind of grow in regards to when I do research on some of them, or when I talk them through a little bit. I'm like, okay, how, if I look at it maybe from two points of view, if I look at it at different ways, if I'm researching on something, you know, how how can I think about this? How can I do this? And so when doing that, it has kind of helped me, again, depending on the topic and what's kind of going on. In some cases, it's helped me gain more of my confidence back. It's helped me become more myself and helped me just be me again. I feel like there was a time where I had that, and then somewhere in the middle, it went away. I don't know if it was with, you know, meeting certain people or having, um, I don't know, different events happen. I have no idea. But with kind of getting rid of different relationships that I've had, I think that has really, it improves a lot, one. Um, so I think if you are in a similar situation, or if you know that, I mean, that's ultimately just one thing I would say for myself is if you just see you're not the same, or you feel like it's a situation where you're just not happy, maybe something just has to change, and that's something that you have to kind of discover for yourself. For me, it was a lot of, I think, trial and error in some cases where do I need to do more of this, or is it this, or is it that? Um, and I think after a while, it was just kind of some of the people that I was surrounding myself with. And once you kind of figure that out, you, I think, can just. There are definitely other factors too, but I think once you kind of figure out some of those things, it can ultimately help you gain a little bit of yourself back. But I think what I want to continue moving forward is definitely continuing that process, listening more to myself, because these are things that I think intuitively I knew, whether it's that kind of gut feeling that you have, or you can kind of sense things just don't work. Um, as well as I think to, you know, doing things outside of my comfort zone where, there's some groups at the library that I want to join, in regards to kind of different games that they do. Um, there's different organizations that I want to be a part of this year in regards to the community and everything that I wasn't able to last year. And so I'm hoping there's more time that I can do that. And then I'm hoping this year, you know, we have a couple things planned, so I'm hoping to kind of showcase that a little bit on here, for you guys if you want to see it. Um, Again, I'm hoping I take the time and I do that. I never want to promise anything, because I am very bad at that, but I'm hoping for myself that is something I continue to improve on and to do, kind of going forward to, showcase to everybody and have everyone see. So those are just some things I think for myself when it comes to last year and, this year, things that I just hope kind of going forward that, to kind of continue on and to grow on, because I don't consider myself, like any, perfect or anything. So I know there's continuous growth that needs to be done. And I know definitely here when it comes to different topics or different things to talk about, I want to continue to kind of not step out of my comfort zone, but see what else I can do and kind of almost test the waters a bit in regards to, different areas that people might be interested in when it comes to, hey, do people want to see things on baking? Do people want to see things on, you know, not games, but almost like not a podcast either, but, with me and my significant other, like talking about something, things like that. So it's just things where might be testing the waters a bit, might be doing some things that are a little different, and just seeing what kind of comes of it. I think as a whole, when it comes to 2023, it was a year. A lot of things happen. Anymore, I never kind of put the bar in regards to, oh my God, this year is going to be the best year, because you just never know. Anymore, the years just somehow, an event will just happen or things just occur, and you would not think they would, and then they do. If that makes sense. You know, like you would think, oh, didn't expect that today. And then it just does. So anymore, I just don't know really what to expect. There is something, though, I will say, when people have mentioned or have been anticipating 2024, I get the feeling that it's different. Don't know if it means anything. I'm not saying that it does. But when it came to 2023, I didn't really like feel anything. I was like, okay, it's just another year. But something about 2024 feels different. And it doesn't feel bad. Again, I'm not saying I'm like anything. I'm not saying I'm like connected to anything. It's just something feels different, maybe. So we're hoping, we can hope, but we don't know. That's probably as much as I can say because again, I don't have that ability. But mind you, if by the end of this year I'm maybe right, I will be impressed with myself. I am telling you right now. Um, but that's kind of my thoughts on it. Wanted to wish everyone a happy new year and um, hope it's a good one. Honestly, I hope people have things planned. I hope people, you know, you have a goal, or as time goes on there's something, you want to achieve. I just kind of hope the best for everybody, honestly. That's just kind of my hope in general. And so that's what I just hope it's a good year. That's what I have to say. I hope everyone has a good day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.